Right, so how do you get fit then? This video then I'm going to sort of talk about little areas you need to concentrate on for overall fitness, because there's loads of different aspects of fitness, and to be true fit you have to be sort of generic and good at every single one of them, so not just at one specific one. So the 5 fundamentals that are completely out there, you can find them anywhere across the internet, is obviously cardiovascular fitness, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, body composition, which if you get the other 4 right, that sort of looks after itself. And then the other one I just want to add in there is your sort of mental fitness. So beforehand then, if you use all that there to apply that to a training session, then you'll get a good variety of fitness and you'll sort of be good for the job as such. So the first one we're going to be discussing then is you've got to do it all the time before you do any sort of session, is a good decent warm-up. So let's get amongst it. So the warm-up then, generally for a warm-up what you want to be doing is replicating the sort of training session that you're going to be conducting. However, no matter what training session you're going to be doing, whether it be lifting weights in the gym, running, biking, cycling, whatever it may be, you need to do a warm-up. That means then you're going to get the best benefit then out of your training session. Now if you're going to do a run then, things that you're going to be looking at then is your sort of dynamic stretching, so that's stretching not statically, so moving around, because you're going to be moving around in your run. You need to start targeting that sort of lower sort of limbs. You're definitely opening up mobility exercises for your hip, so that's just making sure your body is nice and warm, good to go, and you're going to get the real benefit, and you can put the effort in when it comes into your actual training session itself, so the bulk of your training session. So cardiovascular fitness then, you either love it or you hate it, but in a basic sense what it means then, it's getting your heart and lungs nice and strong so they are more efficient, pumping all that oxygen throughout your body to fuel your muscles for long periods of time during sort of exercise or whatever it may be doing in your daily life. Right, so you're getting ready, so what you got to do is you've got to sort of replicate the test you're going to be doing. Now currently right now is the bleep test, so you're either going to do the bleep test in your own time, or if you want to train for an event, you've got to train harder from what the actual event is. And a bleep test, all it is intervals. So to get fitter on the flat surface for a bleep test, find a hill and start doing hill reps, and that will just make sure that your training session is harder than what the event is, so then the event will be easier than it was in your training session. So a good way to do that sort of interval training then is you're going to work hard for like 30 seconds and then you would rest for 15 seconds. So the thought process behind it is you're working hard and then you're giving your heart and lungs less time to recover. So over a longer period of time that you're doing the sessions, your fitness will naturally get better and your heart and lungs will be used to pumping that oxygen around your body in stressful conditions. Okay, so the other aspect then of your sort of cardiovascular fitness is your aerobic. So this is your more endurance stuff that's sort of talked about there. Now going out and sort of running 4 or 5, going out and running sort of 6-7 miles at like a really slow pace like this, it has its sort of benefits on what sort of discipline you're going to, whether it be marathon runner or that kind of stuff. But generally, this, if you're getting ready to go to somewhere and you need your fitness to be higher, this is just going to be junk miles. So you're just putting that unwanted wastage of stress and everything else on your joints and not getting the benefit of targeting that heart and lungs. So if you're getting ready for something, the forces, bleep test, you want to bring it up your endurance level, you're going to bring that right up and you're going to hold your higher pace, just until you can just about talk to a camera or to someone else who's out in the run with you. Do that when you're getting ready and you should be good to go. So, bleep test then. I think everyone's starting to get a little bit worried about what way they train it. Hold on, just a new route there. Good thing about running, sometimes you never know what area you might find. even though 2k run isn't happening now, I would still train for it, because if you can smash out the 2k run in like sub 9 minutes, good time, or whatever the time is, 10 minutes, if you can smash that out, you're gonna have no problemos with the bleep test itself. So don't get fixated on the bleep test, just get out that heart and lungs, smash out that 2k run. Someone's had a bad day. Great. Just completely broke my GoPro stick thing. And no matter what your fitness goal is, or whatever you're training for, there's always going to be that obstacle in your way. It can be in any form. In this case, oh, now we hit a hill. What happens when you hit a hill? He goes hard and he goes fast as possible. And whenever we get up there, we're going to talk about muscular strength and muscular endurance.
Let me tell you something. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Got a real good feeling.
Strength and endurance, you need them as well. You know, because my body weight, your body weight, it's all going to be this, not the same. It's all going to be different weights, and we need to be able to carry that efficiently over the ground. Specifically, if you're going to be in the sort of military, what I'm doing now, you're going to be doing quite a lot of that. With weight on your back, body armor, all that sort of stuff. So the only way to get better at that is by adding resistance to your body. And in this current climate, I do know loads of civilian gyms are open out there, but where I am now, my gym isn't open. Certainly my work gym isn't open due to sort of COVID going on, and there's no sort of civilian gyms close to me to get to. So to that end, to do that sort of thing, you just got to sort of be improvised. So you're going to be using stuff around your house to sort of add that resistance onto your muscles. So the strength, it's just, I'm not going to get into the sort of details of it, it's just being stronger. So be able to push that sort of heavier or force, exert it away from your body or hold it in the back or what might be. Muscular endurance then is being able to do that there for a long period of time if you need to be. So a little bit of muscular strength and muscular endurance. Can't explain it properly. I haven't got access to a gym. You sort of get the idea. Got to keep up with it. Press ups, squats, core stability, you know, all that sort of jazz to keep yourself going while this COVID thing is turning the world upside down. So my last two elements then is flexibility and then mentally. So just like that sort of mental fitness. Flexibility goes without saying, you got to do it at the end of every session. You know, it goes without saying, definitely in my earlier times it used to be you'd finish a session and go, all right lads, you know, next time is this timing, get to the showers and just stretch off in the shower. I was 18, 19, mid-20s, I always used to blow it out. Then I just started to pick up injuries then later on in the sort of late 20s, so like shin splints and just all sort of musculoskeletal injuries in and around the shins and all sort of lower limbs. So it's important you do all your sort of static stretching, then you want to sort of really bring on the elasticity of your muscles, so going that little bit further than what they used to be, and that will just overall just keep you sort of conditioned and good to go for your next time. So it's really, really important that you do not forget about it. I like to spend about 5-10 minutes straight after a session. After that session, holding each one for about 20 seconds. Then maybe later on in the evening again when you're watching TV, do another bit of stretching. You can never do enough stretching. And then just the last thing then is just sort of that mental sort of fitness. It's something that everyone brush passes. You really, really need it. You know, that just doesn't need to be incorporated to sort of keep anxiety, all these sorts of things at bay. It also helps when it comes to doing your event. So there's no point in putting in this hardcore, really good training, you know, for however how long you're going to put it in through, and then you arrive at your event, and then your mental fitness lets you down because you either start to flap or you can't focus on what you've been training on, and then that just leads you to have either a poorer time, which leads you not to pass the test, or if you're in a sort of competitive sport, then it leads you then to lose that battle or lose that match. So mental fitness. And other sort of things you can maybe use is, I use an app called Mindfulness, and I tend to do that maybe around about 20 minutes a day. You can either do it in the evening just before you go to bed or in the morning time, but you really want to be looking at an aspect of during the day where you can have your own time where you're not going to be interrupted. So no more than sort of 10-15 minutes a day. The app itself then, you can get it on iTunes or Android, and it is free initially with sort of the minimum sort of things you can unlock, but then I paid for it, and I think it's £30 for a year, which you think about it in the long scheme of things, it's just nothing, and that unlocks every single feature, and there's a whole host of stuff there, whether it be sort of advice on how to sort of master mindfulness, meditations for day and night, and then other aspects of whether it be getting ready for a physical event or whether it be managing with depression or anxiety or whatever it is. There's loads of stuff on there, so a really good app, and I will try and link it down below, but it's in the iTunes or Android store, and it's called Calm. So that's it for this video. Get out there, start training, and I'll see you again on the next video.
Oh, I got a real good feeling.